right, welcome back to the Star Citizen tutorial series. This is part 3. Right now we're going to be looking at how to get your character started, you know, how to get into the PU where everyone's playing, and how to get around this first little launch of the game so you can get in real quick. And we got these split up so you can comment on which one you need help on. That way you can be more specific about your questions and I can get back to you quicker. So yeah, here's part 3. All right, she's all started up. Sick. So you're gonna see this screen first. This is persistent universe. This is like where everybody exists, you know, multiplayer, all that fun jazz. This is arena commander. This is where you can polish up your skills. There's a whole bunch of game modes in here that nobody really plays online, so you have to be on at the right time of the day. But yeah, you can check this out if you want, if you're too scared to get into live. But we're gonna get our feet wet first, so go ahead and click persistent universe. By the way, if you have friends or you have people waiting for you to play, to unlock your friends list, it says it right here, select the primary residence in the persistent universe. That just basically means the first time you fire up the game every patch, you have to go in there and select a place to live, and then you can play with your friends after that. So coming right here, we got Biota Corp screen. This is like the player creation screen. Girl, boy, you've seen it before. We got plenty of sliders on the face in case you want to change the nose up, any of this cool stuff. You know, if you want to have a massive cranium, that's up to you. I'm actually going to show you how to use the DNA system real quick because it's a little different. You know, same usual sliders that you usually see right here, except if you go right here where it says sculpt and you go to this where it says blend, you see all these faces right here. You could take any of these properties that you want. Say I want this man's beautiful chin. I can go ahead and just click that and blend it onto my face, or you could just click and drag from here and it gives you a little bit of a blend. So this guy's nose, all right, this guy's eyes, this guy's cranium, look how beautiful he looks. All right, then you got styling and all the other stuff. It's pretty easy to understand, hair, all that jazz. And we're looking good already. If I want to lock this in and save it, I can just come right here and hit save, make a new name for it. I got this one right here preloaded called blank, just a pretty simple guy. Hit review, and then we're gonna ship it. All right, so it's gonna ask you if you want to play the tutorial. You can if you want to. I'm debating if I want to really show this right now because it can get kind of jank, but you know what, for the sake of this video, I'll show you the tutorial. So it's gonna ask you to select the primary residence selection. This is basically where you want to live. These are star systems, so you got Nyx. This one's like the little bit out of the way, you know, it's like a little bit of a gray area. People that are still chill, relatively, you know, neutral. You can still get away with some shit here. Pyrac, whatever you want to call it, the Dirty P. Don't go here if it's your first time. There's no laws. Take a wrong door in the main spawn station and you're in a fucking extraction shooter game mode. Like, unless you know what you're doing, I wouldn't recommend coming here because a lot of people are kind of scared to come here. Really fun if you know what you're doing, super fun. But I'd say for your first time, I recommend Stanton. This is like Care Bear Land. It's really nice. You can still do whatever you want here. You're still gonna get killed by some people randomly, but they'll get in a little bit more trouble than they would in Pyro or Nyx. So you got 4 places you can go to here. Lorville, this is like if like Ford and like Bud Light had a baby and made like a construction world where the only thing that matters is work and assembly lines. Like, it's dirty and they get stuff done. There's a cool shop here that you can buy ships from, and it's right outside of your hangar, so you can get there quick. But it's not pretty. It's ugly. You got Orson, the city in the skies. It's really pretty. Soccer trees everywhere. I think, yeah, there's a ship shop here, but you have to ride a tram to get to it, which is kind of annoying. Prettier hangars, unless you're going for that little grungy look, then I definitely go Hurston or Lorville. But yeah, this one's nice and pretty, has everything you need, but you do have to take trams to get to it, which kind of sucks. Area 18, it's like a city planet, you know, think Coruscant. Really sick, has everything you need. Also has a ship shop there. Armor shop, guns. It's beautiful place. This is my second recommendation if you're just starting out. But yeah, you can't really land anywhere on the planet, so there's not really any planetary missions because it's a whole city. So you might get some deliveries, some box missions, I think, but that's about it. Great place though. And New Babbage, this place looks incredible looking place. Only downside is you do have to ride a tram to get to anywhere once you get in from your hangar. So for that reason, I think we're gonna go to, let's go New Babbage. Let's go here. It's gonna be nice and simple. Confirm that. It's gonna check your permissions and you're gonna enter a server. Oh, and there's this little splash screen here if you want to read this to keep up with the lore and what's happening. It also gives you a little bit of a hints of new game loots that they're trying to add into the game or bring back. So like right here, racing prodigy Teddy Miller hospitalized in freak accident. There hasn't been racing in the game too much lately, so that might be a little nod to that. Yeah, Defense Con that's going on right now. So it's like a little bit of an in-lore description. Increased number of vandal sightings across Nyx systems. That's for the new missions in the game. So this is just like a little fun page if you want to read it. Once you hear that music, you know you're loading in.